Okay, previous video we learned how to define our own functions. Let's revisit, okay, that concept. So if I am defining a function, this is the syntax. Here I give the definition keyword and then the function name followed by parentheses. Then I have do code here. They have to be intended. Okay, function inside code is intended like this. Instead of starting here, we have to start shifted. Okay, so this is code is inside the function. When I are calling the function, we have to call by the function name followed by these parentheses. Okay. Now let's talk more about this indentation. Okay, so here when we are defining a function, if we write like this, it will give a syntax error. Okay, because there is no indented code in the function. Here we have to move this by 4 spaces. Okay, to indent we need to move 4 spaces inside. Okay, so all the code from here 4 spaces mode will consider to be inside the function. Okay, so here if I call this function, it will print hello world, and if I call this function, it will print hello world and see you. Both of these are inside the body of the function. Okay, so if I write like this, then the body of the function is only this first part. So this second one is outside of the function. So if you call this function, it will only print hello world. Okay, so see you, this thing is outside of the function because it's not intended for spaces. This line is outside, this is inside. Okay, this is how Python knows function is ended. When we have this indentation here, we are telling the Python that from here we ended the function from the previous line. Okay, this last indented line is the end of the function. Okay, so if we draw this code block, this is the function. Okay, this name and then this part. This second one, this does not belong to the function. We call this a code block. Okay, so if we intend this one also 4 spaces, then code block is this thing and this is the function. Both of statements are now inside the function. Okay, so these indentations define different code blocks. Okay, so now what if we have a if condition inside a function? Okay, so if we have a if condition, we have to intend if condition 4 spaces, then we have to indent for also if we indent code segments inside it, so that also we have to do 4 spaces. So code block inside the if have to be indented by 8 spaces. Okay, so here we have print 1 is inside the if loop, if code block. Okay, if state condition, and then we go to the else phase. Again here we have to indent here this code block inside the else if by 8 spaces because this is inside the else part. Okay, now this print is end of this if else block. This is outside of the if else block but inside the function because it's intended by 4 spaces. And then this print cu1 is outside of the function. Okay, so if I draw, this is the code block of the function. Okay, these functions end from here. Okay, and now this is the code block of the if, and this condition belongs to if. Okay, and then this is the code block of the else, and this print 2 is belongs to else. Okay, this is outside because it's on the same level, is not intent at 8, it only 4. This is inside the function but out of the else if float block. Okay, then this cu is outside of everything, so it's outside of the function too. So now there is this two groups among the programmers using spacebar for indentation and using tab key for the indentation. Okay, so if you look at the Python documentation, it's recommended to use spacebar as indentation. Also you can use the tab key if you want, but you cannot use both in a program. So for one section we cannot use spacebar and next section we cannot use a tab. Okay, so we have to use stick into the same, either spacebar or for the tab key. Okay, now if you look at the documentation of Python, it's recommended for spacebars for one indentation level. Okay, so for example here I have to do 4 spaces, so I have to hit 4 space bars. So if every time if I try to do this is inefficient, no? So therefore in our browsers, I think you saw this in the last video. Let me start the spider. So if you look at here, content project control debug tools. Okay, here preferences, here let's see, editor, okay, I forgot how to go there. Let me check. Okay, so we can select this. It is not connected to that. You can change. Okay, where is that? Give me a minute, okay. It's automatically indent these are fine. Oh, here this one I forgot. So here you can select this indentation one what you want. Okay, 4 spaces for tabulations, and then stop with 4. So here when I set up this one, when I hit the tab key, it's automatically go 4 spaces. Okay, when I set this one, it automatically goes 4 spaces. Okay, so when I set this one 4 spaces and here 4, when I hit the tab key, it automatically moves 4 spaces, so you don't have to hit the space button 4 times. Okay, so for example, here if I'm here, if I want to go to this print level, I just have to hit tab key 1 times, I go there. See? Okay, but if you try haste bar, you have to hit 4 times. Okay, but because we have set up that setting in the editor, when I hit the tab key, it will go 4 spaces. Okay, that thing also you can set up in repl.com editor also. Okay, that is automatically for Python, is automatically set up for 4 spaces tab key, so it goes 4 spaces. You just need to hit tab. Okay, it will go to the correct indentation level. Other spaces can be confusing because I have to hit 4. If I mistakenly hit 5, I will get a syntax error. Okay, but if you just hit tab key, it will go directly to the point where 4 spaces. Okay, so that is what I wanted to talk about, these indentations. Okay, it's very important, like you saw, if you have a function and if you have to maintain those indentation levels. So hope everything is clear about this video. In the next video we will discuss about functions with parameters. Okay, how to pass arguments to a function.